Newman taking on CJ Klinger and JW Johnson. CJ to serve.
Point.
Not bad for a first point, huh?
They come out firing. They're ready to play.
1-0-2.
1-0-2.
Point.
Quick little error trying to settle in over there for Connor Garnett, but 2-0-2. CJ to serve. Yeah, great patience moving the ball around. JW and CJ, a year-long partnership, over a little over a year now, and we'll get into the history of Connor and Riley here in a minute. 3-0-2.
Point.
Great, set himself up and finish there. What are you seeing early on?
I think this is the interesting matchup because CJ and Riley both have kind of slightly out of the norm styles.
Side out.
And it's going to be interesting how this match kind of plays out.
0-4-1.
0-4. Riley's got the serve back after a side out.
Second serve.
Sort of underlying tones to the match coming in is several years ago, Connor and Riley were MLP teammates, and that ended in serve gate with Connor struggling with some serves. So interesting to see a resurgence of this partnership. You'll get stuff like that at the finals. Maybe still a little bit of uncomfortable who's going to be in the middle there. You saw Riley took a third pretty far over off the backhand side, that middle dink. So they're still figuring it out. But it is worth mentioning they did take a game off Ben and Gabe yesterday, so maybe they have some good mojo. Time does heal all wounds. But after a side out, 4-0 on 1-1. Ball might have been going out. Yep, communicating that right now, but it's another point. 5-0 early lead. It looks like Riley's heck bent on playing a big middle, so he's going to direct a lot of balls over to CJ's side so he can play that angle and play big in the middle. See if that continues. Incredible ATP, and then CJ coming over to finish and a quick 6-0 lead.
6-0-1.
You ready?
Yes.
Point.
Welcome back here. CJ's going to take the serve at 7-0-1.
Second serve.
Let's take a look at the record of CJ and J-Dub. 62-20. Winning about 75% of the matches. Not a bad clip.
Side out.
A reason they made it to the finals. This was sort of a surprise pairing a little over a year ago when Gabe left the JW partnership to go with Ben, and it's worked out well for all parties involved, I'd say.
Point.
And on the other side of the court, this is their second PPA match. I did talk about the little MLP stint. They played yesterday against Gabe and Ben. While it took them to 3, they did lose. So 0-1 here, looking to get the first in the win column. 1-7-2. I love that. Anytime someone hits a drop and it looks like it may catch the tape, I love when you crash hard because only good things are going to happen if that ball gets over. Little tip off the tape, and Riley's right there to put it away. 2-7.
Oh, my.
Side out.
Yeah, Riley just from the back of the court gets more balls back than pretty much anyone will take another look at it. Finally a high one. JW is able to end that point.
Yeah, CJ with that kind of unorthodox style had some inside out points. Give you some different looks.
It's in. Wow, the drop shot really worked, especially against one of the better singles players in the court on the game, and just the 1-2 combo just a bit wide.
Yeah, JW just came off that big one with his sister, beating Hayden and Anna Bright. I had a chance to talk to him just a bit, and after the match, I came over and I said, "How did it go over there?" I said, and he said 2 and 4. And I said, "What was the difference?" He said, "We just played really well." So he's a pretty humble guy about that. So, but that's pretty quick work of #2 team.
Also not a man of many words, so
Second serve.
good movement from Riley there. It's interesting to note, watch any time that JW gets a ball in front of him, he goes to one hand, Riley is sliding pretty hard middle. If he goes two, he'll probably honor it a little bit, but anytime it goes one hand, he's not covering the line.
Yeah, you put a little a little more pressure on him on that one dink on that backhand ball that CJ hit, and that created the elevated ball for the easy put away.
45 seconds.
And another timeout. Can't take it with you. Team #1. Comeback may not be in the cards, but some positive momentum would really go a long way for Riley and Connor. Not going to get it.
Yeah.
Quick work from CJ and JW in game 1.
0-0-2. Point.
A lot of energy, quick point on the board. Let's see how that translates for the rest of the game here. 1-0-2. If it worked once, maybe it'll work twice. We have said that Tui Nation is a single specialist coming with a drive and crash, calling his old number.
2-0-2.
2-0-2. They've equaled their game 1 output already.
Side out.
Riley, not typically known for the drive, takes the big swing and the drive at CJ there.
0-2-1.
Maybe they discussed that in the timeout, or maybe it just worked once. So let's go to the well a few more times.
Second serve.
Really nice work from CJ to get in, and then trying to change directions on that sort of volley dink can always been a little bit difficult. 0-2-2. J-Dub serve.
Point.
A bit long on the board in game 2. 1-2-2.
1-2-2. Side out.
Great hands, good slide to find that forehand there by Connor. If you can learn anything from the last couple points, is that CJ a little bit of a higher drop, no panic, calm, quiet hands there in the transition zone.
Oh, what a shot. Tremendous defense, though.
Unbelievable work for Connor and Riley to get back up to the kitchen and then running away. Fantastic footwork, letting that ball drop all the way down to get that angle. ATP clean winner, J.W. Johnson.
Side out.
And that is not really the spot we're looking for on the forehand drive, so side out and maintain their edge, although they added none to the score that time. 1-2-1.
Point.
Great angle by CJ Klinger there. Clear off the side. After all that good defense a few points ago, they're like, we're not messing around with that anymore.
Fans, if you'd please wait for a timeout to come in and out, it would be appreciated. Thank you. Here we go. 2-2-1. Touch.
Absolutely on that paddle, but on that ball, but off the tip of the paddle.
2-2-2.
2-2-2.
Side out.
Serve a bit deep. We'll say something on it's a little bit of a throwback to many moons ago. We have 3 Paddle Tech paddles on the court right now.
2-2-1.
Don't see that too often. We've seen a revolving door of paddles for J-Dub this season, and it appears he is with the Paddle Tech this week.
Second serve.
I had the line all prepped up. Talk about throwbacks, vintage Riley Newman defense and scrambles there, but comes up a bit short on the
2-2-2.
ATP.
He stumbled
2-2-2.
a little coming out of the gate, and I think he lost his balance, and that's why he missed that one. That's a great drive.
Tui Nation is ripping the forehand with great success, targeting right there at
3-2-2.
CJ.
Side out.
Fantastic movement of the ball around. It seems like Riley's pretty heck bent on getting it over there to CJ. The other 3 players really moving the ball around really nicely. Lobs thrown in there, really working to build the point.
I'm not used to seeing
3-3-1.
Riley play so apprehensive. He's usually a little more aggressive.
Looking for the ATP, just coming up a bit short. And they have pulled even here in
3-3-1.
game 2, 3-3-1.
Second serve.
Really good counters, finally getting one down there at JW. 3-3-2.
3-2-2. Point. Four, 3-2.
4-3-2. We'll get an update there on the scoreboard here in a second. Wow, fantastic. Heck of a point earning a side out. I got to do a heck of a lot to just get the ball back in this game.
3-4-1.
3-4-1. Connor serves and slides over. He is stacking. Fantastic. So really strong combinations. Connor does a great job of getting from forehand to backhand and backhand to forehand. Pays off for him again there as they pull even here in
4-4-1.
game 2, 4-4-1.
Point.
Really staying aggressive and great success sort of coming at CJ. Typically known for some pretty quick hands and strong counters, but Connor's not been afraid. Interesting matchup with Connor on the left and Riley on the right. I'd say most people, we'll get to that in a second.
Point.
And a heck of a miss there from Riley as he's having a laugh. All smiles, up 6-4 here in game 2.
6-4-1. Second serve.
A couple ways you can be aggressive, both in shot selection but also position. Connor's not afraid to get up there and engage in a hands battle right now. So if they're going to return it to Riley, look to see Connor disengage early and get up in there. Maybe had an opportunity there, didn't take it. See how they build the point out.
Point.
CJ not willing, or J-Dub not willing to let that one
Timeout
go wide enough for an
7-4-2.
ATP. Connor
7-4-2.
and Riley leading 7-4-2 in game 2.
It's a great crash by Connor there.
Yeah, I talked about it a minute ago. Aggressive in position and shot selection. When you see Riley hit the drop, look for Connor to crash, create a little bit of havoc.
Side out.
Sign up, but they're able to double them up 8-4 right now. It's almost a pick your poison for J-Dub and CJ. Do they want to play returns to Connor, who's driving really well at CJ, or to Riley, who really doesn't miss too many drops, and Connor's getting up there and playing aggressive? We'll pick that storyline up in a minute as CJ and J-Dub are serving.
Your left foot on the launch. Second serve.
CJ's looking to call his own number as he did earlier for the Ernie. Let's take the replay. Oh, yeah. Big time. Black shoe, white line's a bad combo lane.
4-8-2. Side out.
Really isolating CJ and then have him grinding back and forth and no let up throwing the lob over his head. Great retrieval, and I think J-Dub read that one lane, just
8-4-1.
unable to connect.
Point.
9-4, and momentum has really changed. You calling another timeout if you're
9-4-1.
J-Dub and CJ, or how you playing it, Lane?
Yeah, I think they could use a timeout right now after that easy miss by CJ.
Point.
Yeah, real out of sync. Looks like JW tried to lay off of that, but unable to get the paddle
10-4-1.
out of the way, and we have a game point, 10-4-1.
Point.
Wow,
Amy,
Such
great
an
point.
aggressive dink by Connor there to end that point.
Handstand court as we are
0-0-2.
starting game 3, 0-0-2, CJ to swing.
Side out.
Tons of energy early, and the momentum from game 2 looks like carried
0-0-1.
over for Connor and Riley. Impressive to get the first one back, but these players are always ready for that first one to come back, and JW covers the middle, and CJ locked and loaded to finish
0-0-2.
that. 0-0-2.
Point.
Even on a drop that Riley says, watch out on. Connor crashes
1-0-2.
hard, aggressive positioning and poaching. Same formula that got him game 2.
Side out.
Lets the ATP slide with a slice spin, thinks that may carry long, but does catch the back of the line. Calling a clean line here for Riley. 0-1-1 CJ to serve.
Point.
I mean, I think Connor got what he wanted. He's playing, letting CJ flick it and
1-1-1.
crash middle. Knotted up at 1 here in game 3.
Point.
A little bit more aggression there from JW in the last 2 points, calling his own number. Starting it and finishing it. I don't know if there's a good side here, Lane, but I do prefer when I have that Toys R Us
2-1-1.
PPA Finals banner that I'm playing, looking at, as JW and CJ do.
I think one side is definitely better than the other today.
Wow, what a move, what an Ernie.
Second serve.
CJ thinks it's a fault.
It's close. And we're going to get some.
After review the rally stands, there was no fault. Loss of a free challenge, no free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. Resume play at 2-1-2.
Unable to overturn. We are at 2-1-2
Time in. 2-1-2.
in game 3. Three flicks in a row. J-Dub's really feeling strong. We may see a little isolation for CJ here.
3-1-2.
I know that's what Christy B would do.
Side out.
Riley ready for it this time. A scorpion, old school. Riley Newman pancake. Love to see it. Getting the side
1-3-1.
out. 1-3-1. Yeah, again, Riley not missing out there wide, so CJ goes towards Connor, and again, doesn't pay off. Connor's quick with the forehand to fire. 2-3. Connor went to call his own number. Previous games he had been going at CJ. This time he said, let me take the flick wizard on. Heads up. Just unable to get there.
2-3-2.
Great pull from Riley. I don't think either of them were expecting that because he hasn't pulled in a long time.
I don't even know if Riley was expecting that, but yeah, every dink had been going to CJ, and so a great bait and build the point up, and we're tied here. 3-3 in game 3.
Side out.
Wait, no, I'm kind of the mindset that I pulled one and got JW going back behind. Do I try to go over his right shoulder now after we just went backhand?
Yeah, I think Connor and Riley should keep being aggressive. I feel like they've won every point that they've pulled first. Another great lob from Riley.
Yeah, great variety there. Vintage Riley with tons of energy at the moment. Always makes him tough.
Side out.
If you're going to find the forehand, it's got to be below the level of the net for Riley, and that one was not. Comes right back at CJ. 3-3.
3-1.
Connor to serve. It's his favorite shot. Connor Garnett getting out wide, hitting the Tui. ATP. Riley does a great job to slide over, and
4-3-1.
they've inched ahead. 4-3-1. Unbelievable angle, and then J-Dub says I can go right there as well.
Very casual from J-Dub.
Everything is. So 4-3. 2 points will get a side switch, and that would put them on what we believe is the preferred side, playing with the banner as opposed to the crowd behind you.
CJ all over that.
Yeah, 2 strong forehands in the middle. I thought there was a ball earlier in that rally that CJ could have pulled on, but I think as pressure is building in the later stage of this match, is he's looking a little bit tighter.
Point.
It's been a good battle here in game 3. The flick of J-Dub against the pancake of Riley. Again, I think not as aggressive or as confident, but that said, they found themselves 4-4-2 here in game 3.
Side out.
And a missed drop. Riley pumped up energy. They want these 2 points. They want the side switch. 4-4-1, game 3.
4-4-1.
Unbelievable tracking and an adjustment, footwork, moving lateral. JW gets the ATP
4-4-2.
at the last second. 4-4-2.
Point.
Such good defense from Connor and Riley to get back into that point.
Yeah, Riley opting with the block method, and then Connor gets the ball, he can drive.
5-4-2.
The defensive drive really reset the tone there. 5-4.
Side out.
Great combination there. He is aggressive, getting it right at Connor's body. Connor likes it out wide on the forehand or the backhand, so if you can get it in at his body, you may get one back. JW definitely ready for that, but they inched ahead. 5-4, and we have 4-5-1 coming from CJ.
4-5-1.
Like I said, anything at the body is a little bit tougher for Connor to protect. He doesn't really have a one-handed block, so he needs to slide over. So great spot by JW. Also, I appreciate him making me look good there. 5-5, knotted up, as close as it can be here in game 3. Unbelievable. For those interested in the weather, it's maybe low 70s here. Beautiful, sunny. Minimal wind here in San Clemente.
Side out.
Say what you will, Riley, super energetic, great partner right now. I think there's tons of belief on the far side of the court right now. They're going to be the first to 6 and 11. 5-5 on the 1.
Second serve.
Absolutely on it. We're going to get a second serve. Lane, my prediction is that we are going to see a forehand roll volley from Riley to set up another Ernie from Connor at some point in time. CJ's been bailing line a good bit. I think it's coming.
Yeah, I think Riley's dinking really well with his forehand cross.
Some conversation about this.
Free challenge, no free challenge remaining.
Lane charges $20. She'll predict your future.
5-5-1.
No less than 3 seconds in advance.
Time in.
5-5-1. Unbelievable. Riley thinks the point is over against San Clemente. 6-5-1.
Point.
Riley's absolutely on it, but maybe a conversation that they're having. We may not want to go to the flick. The flick is winning more points than losing at the moment. 7-5 on the one.
Second serve.
Wow, challenger with a two-hander, and Riley comes out on top. Second serve.
Yes, sir.
7-5-2. If you remember back far enough,
7-5-2.
great drop by J-Dub as they were unwinding the stack. Had a pretty free path in. You see a similar path for
Side out.
CJ going in front of Riley, but fantastic footwork and movement up at the kitchen by Connor to take that forehand fourth out of the air and get themselves a side out. 5-7-1.
5-7-1.
All to play for here, Lane.
Second serve.
Just a bit high, and CJ not waiting to let that one bounce. Takes the flick out of the air.
5-7-2.
5-7-2. Wow, fantastic going back behind. Great shot.
Good combo from Connor there.
And pretty much you see that second hand on, you think it's going cross quarter middle every time. Great job directing that down the line. A little bit long, great shot by Raleigh, sending it wide, and great job tracking by Connor. He was there if he needed to, but great job reading it and letting that one go. We are tied 7-7 here in game 3. Great job. So tons of deception there from Connor. He'd been hitting the two-y a little bit more right foot, and then really holds that and pulls it cross court. What a heck of a shot that was, Lane.
Yeah, that ball just has so
8-7-2.
I agree. I agree. They need to, J-Dub and CJ need to get ahead in the dink rally. Off the tape. I don't know if it was going to end well. I think CJ was reading it, but they get the side out, 7-8. We're going to see if Brooke Buckner will give us a grape real quick.
7-8-1.
Riley's had great success with the lob. Great track back by CJ, this time not letting it bounce, take it out of the air, but
7-8-2.
Connor right there for the combination, 7-8-2.
Side out.
Great combination and good communication. Riley's been very vocal this match. They get the ball back, 8-7, 3 points away from a victory.
8-7-1. Point.
And again, moving the ball around, aggressive dinking as Lane talked about, paying off for Riley
9-7-1.
and CJ. 9-7 on the one. We're going to take a quick break after an amazing point. We got to clean up on the court. And speaking of cleaning up, what about JW in the middle, just putting that one away? We highlighted some great angles that they've hit, but sometimes right down Broadway does the trick. Second serve, we'll have 9-7-2 after CJ's finish pulling double duty here.
Here we go.
We're back, 9-7-2.
9-7-2.
Got a feeling Connor's going to call his number if he gets an opportunity here. I was right. He took that middle drive and said, me, me, me. But Riley, uncharacteristic dink error there. Just a little bit of a push slice dink. Wasn't even going for too much, but 7-9-1. Great cover. Great cover. Understanding patterns and directions really pays off there for Connor. Watch where CJ hits its return. Odds are it's going to be going to Riley. Unbelievable
What a point.
57 minutes into the match, and they're still coming up with the goods. Fantastic. Because they're affording 300 points per round robin win, 400 for a semi-win, and 700 for a finals win here at the PPA finals.
I feel like that's a good amount of points. Great idea, just didn't execute that.
Yeah, I think it was open. Riley, as we talked about, pinch middle hard and the flick back behind him. It's definitely there. Didn't even need that much, but kudos to CJ for actually looking and going for his shots. Not the shy CJ we saw a little bit earlier in this match. Slight wind picking up here.
Point.
Unbelievable, and I think we got to make note to Connor has not shied away from going to the JW backhand side, even though he hit a ton of good flicks. If he's ahead, he's not afraid to
10-8-1.
spread that ball around, and they've earned themselves a match point, 10-8-1.
Second serve.
Solid Dinkin earning an opportunity to stay alive. Again, CJ start, JW finish. Your partner's
10-8-2.
speeding up down the line. You should be pinching middle. Exactly what JW does there. Another match point. And that is match over. Connor Garnett calling his own number. 2-11, 11-4, 11-8 from Connor and Riley. Back-to-back week, Connor shows you can be the smaller player in stature and play against